I think in terms of promotion, we do the kind of standard range of things with the website and the brochure. They're very nicely done, and we do get a lot of compliments on it because they do have to kind of portray our kind of the atmosphere and the kind of the creativity that happens in the office. But so beyond that, we do the other things that we're very good at keeping a database of the clients. So we'll send out a regular newsletter, because the way our clients tend to work is they'll work on maybe a sort of 6-monthly basis where they won't have a project then and there, but maybe in a few months' time they just constantly be reminded about what we're up to and where we're going as a company. I think above all that, it's just a general awareness of what we get involved with, what we do as a company. And I think, I mean, over and above the word of mouth, PR is the kind of the strongest thing we've ever done as far as awareness in a UK level. I mean, we've had a broad range of coverage, and it's been the most cost effective and the most beneficial way. I mean, even last week, two clients came up to me and were reminding me about a PR piece that we did over a year ago, and they sort of said, "Oh, I remember you did that piece there," and it's quite sort of subliminal way of getting involved with the client, and they really remember it, and it kind of gives you a much more credit, I think, and sort of promotion as well.
I think you've got to be careful though, and understand what the tools are that you're actually using and implementing. I mean, there's a kind of common myth that the first thing you've got to get is a website, because that's going to bring you in business. It's a complete myth. A website is a support thing, so if you meet somebody at a networking event, you can hand over a card, and the information that you can't convey right there, right then in that kind of conversation, you can then basically visualize through a visual kind of medium through a website. And really all it does is affirm what you've already said and allow somebody to kind of get to know you a little bit better. It's never actually going to pull you in work, but it is a sort of support medium which will allow you to just kind of build a relationship, build a trust in terms of who they actually believe you are and what it is that you're trying to offer. And I kind of think that, you know, the PR is a little bit like that as well, but what it does is, as you were sort of saying, it can give you the kind of credibility behind it. But once again, it's probably never going to be the thing that actually triggers somebody to kind of walk through your front door, in the fact that trying to kind of put forward a PR piece that lands on somebody's desk on a newspaper that they might be reading at exactly the same point as they're thinking about potentially taking on a design consultancy to do a new project is unlikely. But what it will do is it'll stand out, it'll put that little trigger in their head, so that, you know, it's something that they've now kind of taken note that this is a design consultancy with an element of credibility. And then when they next make the decision as to who they may take on, that might trigger them to kind of get in contact with you, but you can't rely on that. You've still got to use kind of very kind of proactive means to be able to secure that job. Like the kind of newsletter that Nick spoke about, but also as we've grown in the company, we've realised that just relying on networking alone and just kind of getting out and about is not going to sustain the company as we grow. And one of the big strategic decisions that we've made is we've now freed up Nick's time to actually devote his entire time to proactively generating business for the company. So he's always out and about, always kind of making sure that you know, we're sort of front of stage, and always making sure that you know, we are the top of the pile when somebody's making a decision about taking on a design consultancy. And I think that's one of the big pitfalls in the creative industries as a whole, is people expect that your reputation alone is what's going to win you business. Once again, a complete fallacy. It's you being proactive, enthusiastic, and wanting a job which will win you business. And that's fundamentally what we believe and we practice.